Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
Y&R the Restless Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. It is a wild, wild Wednesday in the soap world. And honestly, my head is spinning from everything that is going down in Genoa City right now. Grab a coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we have a massive amount of ground to cover today and I am just so ready to vent about all of it. So let's just dive right into the absolute mess that is the Newman family right now. And I mean a total, catastrophic, burning dash down dash to dash the dash studs kind of mess. Let's talk about Victor Newman. Victor, the man just never stops, does he? The spoilers for The Young and the Restless are making it so incredibly clear that Victor is going to continue to show that trademark. Infuriating stubbornness of his as he fights tooth and nail to regain control of Newman Enterprises. And honestly, can we blame him for being mad? Phyllis Summers literally stole his company. She weaponized Kane Ashby's AI program, drugged Kane to get him out of the way, and executed a hostile takeover so fast that it made Victor's head spin. She renamed the whole thing Summers Conglomerate, her name on his building. You guys, you know that is eating Victor alive from the inside out. He is a man who is defined by his legacy, by his control, and right now, he has absolutely zero control. But here is the thing, Victor is furious, and he is lashing out, and he is going way too far. It is obvious that Victor intends to do whatever it takes to ensure his family business is returned to him, to the rightful owner as he sees it. But in his blind rage, he is crossing lines that shouldn't be crossed. And I am talking about the Jack Abbott kidnapping. Yes, the kidnapping. Victor has gone entirely off the deep end with this plot against Jack, especially because he is dragging Patty Williams into the middle of it. Patty Williams, what were they thinking? What is Victor actually thinking here? Let's be real for a second. Patty is severely, deeply mentally ill. She is delusional. She is obsessed with Jack. She thinks that because of whatever happened on that yacht, Jack actually wants her. She is currently plotting to kidnap Diane Jenkins just to get her out of the way, thinking that keeping Diane alive is somehow proof that she's recovered. It's sick. It's a sick, twisted situation, and Victor is exploiting it. He is using a deeply unstable woman to ruin Jack's life just because he is throwing a temper tantrum over losing his company to Phyllis. It reminds me so much of the Marco Anicelli nightmare from 2015. Remember that? When Victor literally replaced Jack with a Peruvian drug lord who looked just like him. Victor has this terrifying habit of destroying Jack's life whenever he feels threatened, and using Patty is just another disgusting chapter in that book. And you know who else is sick of it? Nikki. Finally, Nikki Newman is finally drawing a line in the sand. The spoilers show that Nikki is absolutely furious with Victor over what he has done to Jack. And frankly, she should be. Nikki's refusal to play along with Victor's ruthless, cruel tactics has led to a massive blow-up. She has been kicked out of the ranch. Or, honestly, knowing Nikki, she probably packed her bags and walked out herself considering the toxic state of their marriage right now. But she is gone. The matriarch is out of the house. But then again, this is Nikki and Victor we are talking about. They break up, they make up, they scream at each other, they get divorced, they get remarried. It is an endless, exhausting cycle. But right now, Nikki is out in the cold, and she is actually begging Jack to forgive Victor. Why? Because she instinctively protects her brutal husband even when she hates him. It makes no sense, but it also makes perfect sense for her character. She wants Jack to forgive Victor. For her sake, it's so messy. But the rift between Victor and Nikki is huge right now. The foundation of their marriage is crumbling under the weight of Victor's obsession with revenge against Phyllis and his cruelty towards Jack. However, the Y&R insiders are hinting that this separation is not going to last long. And no, it's not because Victor is going to suddenly realize he was wrong about Jack. Victor never admits he is wrong. Never. The real reason Victor and Nikki are going to be forced back together is something much, much darker. Something that is brewing miles and miles away from Genoa City. Let's talk about Las Vegas. Let's talk about Nick Newman. Honestly, you guys, this storyline is breaking my heart. I am so tired of seeing Nick suffer, but this is a whole new level of bad. Nick is currently in Las Vegas trying to deal with the absolute nightmare that Matt Clark has created. Matt Clark is a menace. He has always been a menace. But Nick is in over his head. Way over his head. And he is hiding a massive, terrifying secret from his family. Nick is addicted to drugs. He is heavily using fentanyl. Fentanyl. Do you understand how dangerous this is? This isn't just a casual drinking problem. This is life or death. The spoilers reveal that Nick's drug addiction is escalating rapidly, and it is going to lead to some catastrophic trouble that will rock the entire Newman family to its core. Nick is getting these drugs supplied to him by Matt Clark's goons and by Reza Thompson. They are literally feeding his addiction to keep him weak, to keep him confused, to set him up for a massive fall. And where is Adam in all of this? Adam Newman is right there in Vegas with him. Adam is supposed to be helping him find Matt Clark, but Adam is being so blind. He is so blind. Adam thinks he has everything under control. He thinks he is the smart one, the dark one who can navigate the Vegas underworld. He is slipping back into his old spider persona, flirting with Reza, kissing her, completely betraying Chelsea back home. And while Adam is busy playing mobster and making out with Reza, his own brother is literally nodding off on the couch from a fentanyl high. There was this scene, or there is going to be this scene on Thursday, where Nick is on the phone with Sharon and Chelsea. Sharon and Chelsea are back in GC, terrified. They are states away, feeling completely helpless. Chelsea is worried sick that Adam is reverting to his dangerous spider days. Sharon is trying to hold it together, but then she talks to Nick. Nick starts the call sounding hyped up, overly enthusiastic, and then the drugs hit. The fentanyl takes over. His voice gets sluggish. He gets confused. He literally falls asleep while on the phone with them. Sharon and Chelsea are left on the line, listening to dead air, wondering if Nick is even still alive. It is chilling. It is absolutely chilling. And then Nick wakes up, mumbles an excuse about Adam calling him, and hangs up. He just hangs up on them. Sharon and Chelsea are left to panic, analyzing every weird, erotic thing Nick just said. And they are right to panic, because the chaos that Matt Clark is about to unleash is going to hit both Nick and Adam like a freight train. Adam and Nick are heading straight into a trap. They are about to face some incredibly dangerous, life-threatening situations. We are talking about illegal activities that could cost them their freedom. They could go to prison. Matt Clark is setting them up, and Nick is too high to see it, and Adam is too arrogant to see it. Beyond the legal threats, there is the very real threat of physical harm. Matt Clark is capable of anything. He wants revenge. And he has Nick exactly where he wants him, weak, addicted, and isolated. But even if they somehow survive Matt Clark's ambush, even if they don't end up dead or in a Vegas jail cell, Nick is facing a personal demon that he cannot outrun, his addiction. Nick is going to hit rock bottom, and he is going to hit it hard. He needs help. He desperately needs an intervention. He cannot fix this on his own, no matter how much he tries to hide it. Eventually, the truth is going to come out. Nick's family is going to find out that their golden boy, the reliable one, the one who usually cleans up everyone else's messes, is a severe drug addict. Rehab is going to be the only option for Nick's future. He is going to have to face his demons, and it is going to be an incredibly painful journey. And this brings us back to Victor and Nikki. When the news of Nick's fentanyl addiction breaks, it is going to shatter them. It is going to be a devastating wake-up call for both of them. Nikki has a long, painful history with alcoholism. She knows the grip of addiction. She knows the lies, the hiding, the shame. When she finds out about Nick, she is going to be consumed by guilt. She is going to blame herself. She will think, I should have seen the signs. I am an addict. How did I not know my own son was using? She will torture herself over the fact that she was so caught up in her war with Victor that she didn't notice Nick spiraling into a deadly drug habit. And Victor is going to be crushed. For all his faults, for all his ruthlessness and his corporate greed, Victor loves his children. He has a twisted way of showing it, but he loves them. When he realizes that while he was busy throwing tantrums over Newman Enterprises, while he was busy plotting to kidnap Jack Abbott, while he was busy screaming at Nikki, his son was hundreds of miles away, slowly killing himself with fentanyl. The guilt is going to be astronomical. Victor will realize that his obsession with his company blinded him to a literal life-or-death crisis in his own family. This is the turning point. This is the massive shift that the insiders are talking about. When the crisis hits, Victor is going to drop his pride. He is going to realize that Summer's conglomerate doesn't mean a damn thing if his son is dead. He is going to be the one to cave. He will reach out to Nikki. He will beg her to come home. He will tell her that they need to face this together as a family. And Nikki will go back. Of course she will. Because when it comes to their kids, Victor and Nikki are a united front. This tragedy, this horrible, terrifying situation with Nick is going to be the catalyst that forces Victor and Nikki to stop fighting each other and start fighting for their son. It will be the beginning of a genuine effort to repair their broken marriage. They will have to lean on each other to get through Nick's rehab, to support him, to save him from himself and from Matt Clark. It's just so tragic, though, isn't it, that it takes something this dark, something this dangerous, to make Victor Newman wake up and realize what actually matters. He has been so focused on Phyllis and Kane and the AI program. He has been using Victoria as his little corporate soldier, sending her on a Protect Dad tour to justify his horrible actions. He's been trying to drag poor Claire into his messy war against Phyllis. He has alienated Summer and Daniel, who have formally disowned their mother over the takeover. The whole town is consumed by this corporate warfare. And meanwhile, Nick is drowning. Nick is literally drowning in a Vegas hotel room. I just keep thinking about that phone call with Sharon. The sheer panic in her voice. Sharon has been through so much lately. She was kidnapped by Martin Laurent, held hostage in an abandoned psychiatric facility with Phyllis of all people. She survived that. She thought she had processed that trauma. She has been trying to be the rock for everyone else. She even called out Phyllis for her destructive corporate takeover, trying to be the voice of reason, and now she has to deal with this. She has to sit in Genoa City, miles away, listening to the father of her children slur his words and pass out. It is heartbreaking. And Chelsea is already so fragile. She knows Adam's dark side better than anyone. She knows what Las Vegas does to him. She knows that Spider is a monster. She has been expressing this intense fear to Sharon, and now her worst fears are coming true. Adam is kissing Riza. Adam is ignoring Nick. Adam is failing everyone. I honestly don't know how they are going to get out of this Vegas mess without someone getting seriously hurt. Matt Clark is pulling the strings, and he has the upper hand. He is using Nick's addiction as a weapon. And if Nick and Adam get arrested, the scandal will be massive. Victor will have to deploy every lawyer he has to keep them out of prison. But you can't lawyer your way out of a fentanyl addiction. You just can't. So yes, Victor will ask Nikki to come home. Yes, they will reunite, but it won't be a happy reunion. It will be a desperate, tear-filled coming together of two parents who are terrified of losing their son. It will be a long, hard road to recovery for Nick, and a long, hard road to redemption for Victor and Nikki. Maybe I'm being too dramatic. Maybe Nick will magically snap out of it. Okay, no, that sounded ridiculous even to me. You don't just snap out of a fentanyl addiction. The writers are clearly setting this up to be a massive, long-term storyline. They are laying the groundwork for a deep dive into addiction, family trauma, and the consequences of neglect. I just hope Nick survives it. I really do. Because right now, things are looking incredibly bleak for the Newman family. Between the corporate theft, the kidnappings, the marital breakdowns, and the drug addiction, it is a miracle any of them are still standing. We will have to keep watching to see how this all plays out. But one thing is for sure, Genoa City is never going to be the same after this.